I've seen how projects and groups have come together, how they dissipate, and how hard it is to get them back. We're grasping here to survive, and here comes 5G. They're marketing 5G all over the world as wonderful, and there's people right now going to the UN, other places, and their governments, and telling them about this. But the people are paid off, dumbed down, and threatened to say nothing. They just keep doing it, and look at all the people and the businesses out there that are installing these things. It's all lethal stuff, and they know it. It's going to affect everything, and it's nuts. This world is really nuts, and I don't see where the pretty words are going to do it. The love factor is a personal thing with your family and friends, and so is praying to gods that control the people on the earth and all their demon friends. But I don't see how any of that is going to do it either. All these ideas that float around sound good, but getting to the heart of things and sincerely getting real with each thing is my focus. I'm not very liked, but I'm not looking to be liked. I'm not concerned. As my privilege, which I'm grateful for, is to know what I do, and my association with the real guides. So I promote them, as they do the real side. But we're in the physical here, and I'm very focused on a much bigger picture, to where it's mission impossible. I take on that challenge. I've decided it. Claudette and I started it off with the Queen of Orion, and it has expanded hugely from there. Not everybody knows at this time, but some people will get glimpses of it on the real side. We're trying to do something, but again, it takes agreement, and trying to figure out our way through things, and at the same time they see us on the real side too. They are stopping it every which way. like experiences of confrontation. On the real side, we may each have. Everything starts from the real side, like the vessel projects. The guides have them completed on the real side, so that people have the opportunity. Those that have the courage to step up and do the new you, and see more than just their personal life, will see the vessels on the real side. All of these ideas that have been created with myself and Paul, etc., can be seen on the real side, but here on the physical, they just become distortions. What others do is fine. I'm not concerned about it, and I just do what I do, and see who shows up, and see if they have the courage to step up, because that's why you came here. But it's your life. That's why I have Sandy and Claudette as witnesses, and I knew the deal that was made between Harold and Marjorie, and at the time it was no big deal. The end result, when she passed onto the real side, was the reptilians coming and taking her away. She spent her whole life here with the spiritual idea and being the goody-good girl and doing all these talks, and had many followers, and now all her followers are the same. They are all handicapped and imprisoned by the reptilians too, and it doesn't make sense that it gets worse, and it's time to speak up, but I'm the bad guy for doing so. A few times I shake my fist a little bit at these knuckleheads that think the love idea is going to fix everything, as it's really not going to do anything. Yes, love your children, love your dogs and neighbours, but when it comes to survival, I would say survival comes first. Where does love as an idea become more important than eating, drinking, and breathing? These things must come first. Survival and shelter, etc. Then, if you have time to love, then fine. but for the most part, it's just all a lot of struggle here. We've been bombarded and marketed with the love idea from all these things, these passive paths, and it's kept everyone passive to the point that when it comes to real survival, people don't know what to do. The new presentation is to show people how to really survive through creation, as I've become more aware of what to do, because creation is not the la-la land that people think it is. It is simply a creation. We are here to create certain things, figure out what's going on from that, and this becomes something that we wake up to better understand the true reality, especially now that people have the real knowledge. All these ideas that come forth from others, but I focus on what makes sense. I focus on survival and the real side too. We have real side experiences, but also what makes sense here overall. Because now we're into the isness. It's not a matter of higher or lower or different levels. We just use these things as a start. These are the very elementary ideas, and I'm constantly creating images that better demonstrate and show the reality of this isness, instead of just a literal understanding, to where people become self-convinced, stay one-dimensional, and actually get worse. The world has got worse, and you look at the world from religion, politics, technology, business, etc., it's all worse. Look at it on the real side, and it's a disaster. Just like these Star Wars movies and disaster movies. That's what it's really like. It's actually better here, and you're safer here to get the understanding, because when you go to the real side, the reflection of this place, because it's such deception, is far from the heavenly worlds people expect. You have so convinced yourself about this reality here, that it has something to do with the heavens and the astral realm, but the reflection is nothing like it. This is a front here, and the backside is just like in the Matrix, and it's not good. It's gotten worse, because people agree to it unconsciously. I like to do the wonderful images, but sometimes it also creates a misunderstanding, as it's not just that. There's just a lot more to it. This is where I really like the home school idea, because it's focused on the children, and just like I raised my daughter, I focused on the real side, and the children tell it like it is. The adults twist it around, change it, and add their little assumptions and what have you, whereas kids don't do that. Kids are very real. You have a real challenge there, but the children came to this earth for one thing. They didn't come here to be brainwashed. And now the children always have the cameras watching in the schoolrooms.